Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me in this live section. Guys, if you're new to this channel, do well to hit that subscribe button. So yes, good news, breaking news out of Finland. Yes, Simeon Ekpa will soon be freed as the Finnish courts granted him, his bail condition. So breaking news out of Finland, the man who has been at the center of heated debate, protest and, political tension across Nigeria and diaspora, Simeon Ekpa has been granted conditional bail, but mistake, but make no mistake. This is not freedom as you know it. In this video, we'll break down exactly what this bail terms means. So the bail condition they gave to him was a strict one. People see it as, that's not people see it as it's not a bail condition. Now, I'm going to fully break down everything in detail so that you can know, his bail conditions. Yes, because it has been exposed. Before that, let me just show you guys a little video of when they were protesting in Finland saying that they should release him. Guys, they were protesting. If they went to some people in Finnish courts, they were asking for his release. Take a look.
All we are saying, free Simon Ekpa.
Finland.
All we are saying, free Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa has committed no crime. His crime is only for fighting for his people to be free. That is why we are telling you today, Finland, that we are here to tell you that Simon Ekpa is only fighting a just cause for his people. And that is why we are telling you to free him today. Free Simon Ekpa. All we are saying, free Simon Ekpa. All we are saying, free Simon Ekpa. All we are saying, free Simon Ekpa. All we are saying. And we believe you can hear us. That is the reason why we are here today. We, the people of Biafra and the public government in SI, we are here to tell you that Simon Ekpa has committed no crime. He's only fighting a just cause, fighting for freedom of his people. That is only sin that he has committed. We are telling you today, please, Finland, free Simon Ekpa because he has committed no crime. We are saying, free Simon Ekpa.
Finland.
Oh, we are saying,
He has committed no crime.
free Simon Ekpa.
Free.
Oh, we are saying, free Simon Ekpa. Oh.
So this was the protest that happened in Finland. Yes. So after that, we had a court granted Simeon Ekpa his bail condition, and then it's a strict one. In this live section, you should see people are saying that this one is not a bail condition. This one is still in captivity. So I'm going to tell you all his bail conditions so that you can get full details of this gist. So, like I said, breaking news out of Finland. The man who has been at the center of heated debate, protest and political tension across Nigeria and the diaspora, Simeon Ekpa has been granted bail condition, but makes no mistake, this is not freedom as you know it. In this video, we'll break down exactly what these bail terms mean, why the Finnish court chose them, and what this could mean for his future in plain and straightforward language. You understand what we're talking about. So now, first, let's get everyone on the same page. Simeon Ekpa is a Finland-based lawyer and activist who described himself as the prime minister of Biafran government in exile. He rose to, prominence after the arrest of IPOB leader Mazen Kano in 2021, talking over the same broadcasting duties on Radio Biafra, but his headlines sit at home, others in Nigeria's southeast. His controversial leadership style and his alleged link to violent enforcement has brought both attentions and, criticism. So now, recently, Finnish authority arrested him over alleged offense related to incitement, possible hate speech, and his political activities. The Nigerian government has also been pressing for international actions against him. What they want is for him to be extradited so that they can for him to be brought back to Nigeria so that they will start playing his case just like they are playing with Mazen Namdekano's trial today. Now, bail is when the court allows you to leave detention before your trial under certain rules to make sure you don't run away or commit more offense. So conditional bail means that you can only leave if you agree to specific restrictions. So like I said, the bail condition of they gave him conditions, but that doesn't mean that he will not be coming for his trial. Once it's time for his trial, Simon Ekpa will still be seen in court, but then he'll still be walking around, like a free man. Now let's think of this thing well. Think of it being told, yes, you can leave your classroom, but only if you promise to stay in the school compound. That was exactly what they told Kanu. This is like an example I'm giving you guys. They told him you can leave the classroom, but only if you promise to stay in the school compound. Hand over your phone and check in with the teachers every hour. Break those rules and you're right back in detention. That was exactly the condition they gave, Simeon Ekpa. So the strict bail conditions for Simeon Ekpa was this. Now, they gave him a very strong and strict bail condition. What exactly are Simeon Ekpa's bail terms for? Like, report says that there is no three. The report says there are three main conditions, which are: number one, public renunciation of Biafra movement. This means he would have to make a public statement distancing himself from Biafra related activities. Distancing himself from Biafra-related activities, including his role in IPOB or the government in exile. This is a major political move, as it could signal to both Finland and Nigeria's, Nigeria, that he has no longer engaging in separate. So what they want, Mazi Simon Ekpa to do is to come and give a public, statement saying that he has distanced himself from Biafra, more like betraying Biafra government. That was one of the conditions they gave him. This is one of his bail conditions. And then two, another thing they gave him was for him to surrender his passport. Without his, they said that he's going to leave the courts, or he's going to leave detention without his travel document. He cannot legally leave Finland. This stops him from traveling to other countries to continue political campaign or for evading trials. Guys, another condition they gave him was GPS tracking. House arrest. You can also call it house arrest. There's going to be a GP. They're going to place GPS tracking on him. Essentially electronic monitoring of his location at all time. They're monitoring his location at all time where he goes. This ensures he's physically within reach of Finnish authorities and can't secretly travel. He must sign these terms before release. This is what they are saying. This is what, imagine the three strict bail condition of Kanu. Number one is that he's going to come out publicly, make a public statement distancing himself from Biafra-related activities, including his role in IPOB as the prime minister of Biafra government in exile. He's going to surrender his passport. He cannot travel everywhere, even to continue his trial or to even seek, even to continue his trial. He can't even continue in another country. And also they're going to place GSP tracking. That's like house arrest. They'll be monitoring his movement. These are the things they said. These are the bail condition of Simeon Ekpa. They said if he must sign all these things before release, and reports suggest he could be freed as early as Monday if he agrees. So they said Monday, if Simeon Ekpa agrees to these three bail conditions, he will be freed and he'll walk around. That is what, that's the condition they gave to him. So now what do you think about this bail condition? Do you think it's something that is favorable, or do you expect him to still be, because they have said it that if he doesn't sign this thing, or if he agrees with these three conditions, he's going to walk around freely. But number one is that you have to submit his passport. He's going to make a public statement, a public announcement, distancing himself from anything called Biafra. Do you know what that means? That is like betrayal. Do you think Simon Ekpa will do that? Will bend to pressure because he wants to walk around freely to distance, make a public statement, distancing himself from Biafra? Kanu, what I know is that Kanu cannot do this. But do you think Simon Ekpa, because he wants to be released, because he wants to leave detention, he will now come and make statement? Because this is why would you knowing fully well that IPOB is not a terrorist organization. So why will you give someone this kind of bail condition that he should make a statement distancing himself from anything called from any activity of Biafra related, any Biafra related activity, including his role as the prime minister? And also he's going to surrender his passports. For this surrendering of passports, I actually understand, and for this GSP tracking, I actually understand. But this one of making a statement, to like distance yourself from any Biafran related activities is something that Biafrans will not accept. And they said that he must sign these things before he's released. Like they said, if he signs it today, that by Monday they're going to release him. Court didn't, it's just like telling Mazen Amdekano to, once if he wants to be released, that he should make a public announcement to betray Biafrans, telling them that he's no longer the founder of IPOP, that kind of thing. Do you think Simon Ekpa will do this kind of thing, or do you think he will still remain in detention? Because somebody I know like Mazen Amdekano will still remain in that detention because he said he's already dead. What's the essence of walking about or being released when after being released, the thing he said is only Biafra that can revive him? So for me, I feel that Kano cannot do this kind of thing. I don't know about Simeon Ekpa. Let me know what you think about this under the comment section. The 3 strict bail conditions they gave to him. Now, court didn't just pick bail terms randomly. These conditions are clearly designed to these 3 things: limit political influence. If he publicly step away from Biafra activism, it could reduce tension in Nigeria's southeast. Prevent escape by taking his passport and tracking him. They make it impossible for him to vanish. Maintain public order. Authorities likely believe that without without these measures, he could still make statements that might lead to unrest. Now, respecting his rights to freedom until proven guilty, while protection public safety. Now, what I'm trying to say now, I'm trying to balance the acts. One thing is, this is where it gets political. If Simon Ekpa accepts this condition, it could weaken the more radical wings of the Biafran struggle. Yes, because do you know what it means for someone to come out and make a public statement to the world that he's no longer the prime minister of Biafra? He doesn't. In fact, he has distanced himself from anything called Biafra. For some supporters, it might look like surrender. For others, it's a smart move to fight his case without the added value of detention. But if he refuses, it signals he's ready to remain in custody rather than compromise. So somebody like Kanu, like I know, he said that he doesn't mind if he stays in detention for an extra year, making it 5 years. That Binta Nyako should recuse herself from his case. That he's already dead, and it's only Biafra that can resurrect him. This is what Kanu said. So now with these 3 strict bail conditions they gave to Simon Ekpa, which one of them is very, very strict, saying that he should make a public announcement that to distance himself from anything called any activities of Biafran, telling the world that he's no longer the prime minister of Biafra? This is something that you think Simon Ekpa would do? Because Kanu, that I know that I've been saying all this while, talking all this while, he cannot do this. But if Simon Ekpa refuses to sign all these terms, it signals he's ready to remain in custody rather than compromise. That could turn him into a bigger symbol of resistance, much like what happened with Mazen Amdekano in 2015 and again in 2021. So right now, all eyes are on Simon Ekpa's next move. Now, we want to now know what Simon Ekpa will do. Will Simon Ekpa bend to pressure to, come out to sign these 3 strict bail condition, or will he resist it? All eyes on Simon Ekpa to know his next move. Will he sign it for freedom? Signing means freedom, but with restriction that could silence his political voice. Refusing means continued detention, but keeping him hardline stance intact. Whatever choice he makes, it will shape both his personal future, and the wider Biafra conversation for years to come. So right now we're going to know if Simon Ekpa is truly a Biafran man, if he truly means a lot to his supporters. Right, in fact, right now we're going to know if he's going to sign this bail condition, because the bail condition is strict, very, very strict. How can you tell someone to come and come out and make a public statement saying that he's no longer a Biafran person, to drop all the activities of Biafra? So all eyes on him. Would Simon Ekpa do this thing? We're going to know if Simon Ekpa is really the prime minister, if really, if Biafra make a lot of sense to him. So now this is not just a legal story, it is a political chess game involving Finland and Nigeria and the Biafra movement. And the next move belongs to Simeon Ekpa. What do you think? Should he accept the bail condition or reject them? Let me know what you think about the comment section. Will Simeon Ekpa accept this strict bail condition, or will he reject them? Let me know what you're saying under the comment section. Now, Simeon Ekpa's arrest and bail conditions are not happening in vacuum. The Nigerian government has been under international pressure to address insecurity in the southeast. Many officials see removing his influence as part of that effort. However, critics argue that this is selective justice. While Boko Haram fighters are rehabilitated and forgiven, separatist leaders are met with heavy-handed measures. Can you imagine? They call Simon Ekpa a terrorist, but look at the main terrorists are the ones being rehabilitated by Nigerian government. Finland is not even acting in isolation. The case has diplomatic undertones. Nigeria reportedly sent petitions and diplomatic notes to Finland over Ekpa's broadcast. By imposing strict bail condition, Finland could be signaling cooperation with Nigeria with outright extraditing him, which would be a more controversial and legal complicated step. Now, requiring Ekpa to publicly renounce Biafra activism, because in his bail condition, one of his bail conditions is that he's going to publicly renounce Biafra activism. This is more than a legal condition, it's a political demand. It's similar to asking a protest leader to declare that their cause is wrong before granting them temporal freedom. This is exactly what they're telling Simon Ekpa to do. For his followers, such a statement they will see it as betrayal. I'm actually against Finnish court. This man is not a terrorist. Even the people that came to testify against Simon Ekpa can't prove he's a terrorist. So why giving him this kind of harsh bail condition as if he's even a terrorist, as if he committed the crime? Simon Ekpa is not guilty to any crime. He's still innocent. See, an accused person is actually innocent until he's proven guilty. See, Finnish courts know that. So I'm actually against Finnish courts of giving him this kind of, very strict bail condition. No court in Nigeria has, even outside Nigeria, has proven that IPOB organization is an illegal organization. But why will you tell Ekpa to come and, denounce Biafra? That's betrayal to his supporters. For critics, it could be proof that his movement was never truly grounded. Imagine if Simon Ekpa come out and denounce Biafra movement. Do you know what that means? Meaning that anybody that come out, even Kanu, they might even jail Kanu, because they will feel that IPOB is a terrorist organization. Now, this bail condition affects his influence. If he agrees to the bail terms, his ability to broadcast messages calling for sit-at-home orders or protests will, drastically limited. How can Simon Ekpa come out and denounce? This is one of his bail condition. Now we are looking at Simon Ekpa. If he's truly the prime minister, because Kanu has already showed, Mazen Kanu has showed that he's our leader, Oyendu. No matter what he's facing there, even with his health condition, he's still, standing upright, still, his voice is still heard, saying that he doesn't even care if he stays here for another year, or else Binta Nyako recused herself from his case. Simon Ekpa is just like December will make him a year. Yes. And Kanu have stayed for like 5 years in detention. So you cannot even compare it. If Simon Ekpa is already tired in detention, how about Kanu? Kanu that have stayed so many years is still saying that if he likes, let them add another year, as far as Binta Nyako recused herself. So now, Simon Ekpa, they gave him very strict bail condition to come out and denounce Biafra movement. Can you imagine what Finnish court is doing? How can he do this kind of thing? Now, if Simon Ekpa agreed to this bail condition, That is betrayal. That is a total betrayal. Like that, he has betrayed Biafran supporters, and you know what that means. It is going to actually affect Mazen Kanu. If Simon Ekpa come to denounce Biafra movement just to be freed, someone that's been in detention not even for it's not even up to a year, he comes out, to denounce Biafra movement, that is actually betrayal. And it will affect Kanu. Kanu has been there 6 years. No bail condition, nothing. Just trial. Did they trial? And he's still saying, I don't care if they add another year. I'm already dead. You can see the passion that Mazen Kanu is doing this thing with his whole heart. He's really, really supporting Igbo with his whole heart, despite the controversies around it, despite the delays, despite what he's suffering there. But still, imagine someone that is, being tried in Nigerian courts. We will not even compare it with someone that is in Finland. Because the way they are treating Kanu, they are treating him like a terrorist, which is not a even terrorists. They don't treat him terrorists like this in Nigeria. But can you imagine? So if Simon Ekpa comes out to agree with this bail condition to denounce Biafra, ah, honestly, it won't be funny at all. People will look down on Biafra movements. Yes, people will look down on it because Simon Ekpa has been this person coming out to, say many things concerning Biafra movement. People thought that he was doing this thing with his heart. But if Simon Ekpa agrees to this bail condition just to be freed, someone that just been there for, it's not even up to a year, he accepts this thing just to be freed. That means there's actually problem. Yes, it's gonna affect so many things when it comes to IPOV movement. They offered Kanu president, they offered him vice president. He rejected, saying, I want Biafra. So if Simon Ekpa can be in detention for less than a year and he accepts this bail condition or bail terms to denounce Biafra movement, that means that he's not truly supporting Ndibo, he's not truly agitating. If he bends to pressure or bow to pressure to be freed, that means that he's not even doing this thing with his whole heart. It's just camouflage. Now, welcome to my channel. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. If you have anything to say, let me know what you think about Kanu's Simon Ekpa's bail condition. Do you think he's going to bow to pressure to do denounce Biafra? Do you think he's going to do this? Let me know that in the comment section and let us talk about it. So now, like I said, if he agrees to these bail terms, his ability to broadcast messages calling for sit-at-home orders and protests will be drastically limited. Simon Ekpa will not be respected in this society again. His leadership might even weaken itself, opening space for other figures to rise in the Biafran struggle or for internal power struggle to intensify. Social media is still a potential loophole. But with the GPS monitoring and possible internet restriction, even online influence could be tracked. Yes, now he cannot even come out to post anything concerning Biafra movement again because they will track him. That was one of his bail conditions, that they're going to place him on GPS. That's house arrest. And he will surrender his passport. Bail is not a declaration of innocence. It's a temporary release before trial. If Ekpa violates any condition, even accidentally, he could be rearrested immediately. Signing the bail term means he accepts these restrictions voluntarily, which could later be used against him in court to suggest compliance or admission. Now, let me now tell you that court and government often use conditions like this to create internal conflict. Hope you guys know. Forcing a leader to choose between personal freedom or ideological consistency. That's just it. This can fracture movements. Some followers will urge him to stay strong. Others will want him to get out and fight his case. Either choice risk alienating part of his support base. Now, let me now tell you that when Mazen Kanu was granted bail in 2017 with conditions, including not addressing public rallies, it temporarily slowed his direct influence but didn't stop the movement. The difference here is that Finland's monitoring and political climate may enforce conditions more strictly than Nigerian courts ever did. Now, reports that he could be out by Monday is if he signs the term, because already Finland court said that if he agrees with the condition term, if he signs it, that means he'll be released by Monday. one day next week here. Oh. Now, if he, if he signs it to be relieved, he'll be released and work freely, but still be coming for his trial. Now, for people that are talking about the extradition question, why extradition is not an official on the table right now? Because I know some people will be thinking they should extradite Simon, but why extradition is not officially on the table right now is fulfilling this bail condition keeps him in Finland and under watch, making it easier to hand him over to the future of its political or legal wind change. Refusing the bail could make extradition harder, but keeps him in custody this or keep him in custody there instead of Nigeria. Now, the thing is, whether Ekpa walks free or stay locked up, this case has become a symbol of the tension between the state's power and political activism. The Nigerian federal government and is about ending incitement to violence. In fact, if they do this thing to Simeon Ekpa by forcing him to come, if I don't even believe that Simeon Ekpa, even to tomorrow, I'll be only shocked if I see that Simeon Ekpa has agreed to these bail conditions just to be freed. What is freedom? Kanu will tell you. What is life without freedom? He will tell you life is meaningless without freedom. So, what's the essence of accepting this, denouncing Biafra and then just be walking about freely? Is that the thing? Why your people are suffering? If Simoneba agreed to this bail condition, that means he's not doing this thing with his heart. He's not representing his people well. That is just it. When people hear bail and think the person is now free to live normally, that's wrong. Oh. Bail is a condition contract between the accused and the court. They are saying we let you go, but you agree to obey our rules. If you break them, we take you back. That is what bail means. If in Ekpa's case, the rules are extremely strict. In Ekpa's case, the rules are extremely strict. So it's more like a controlled release than true freedom. You cannot even say this one is freedom because it's very, very strict. It's more like being in detention. There's no even difference at all. Finland has one of the strictest legal system in Europe when it comes to political cases involving foreign countries. They don't want to be accused of violating human rights, but they also don't want to be accused of harboring someone who may be inciting unrest in another nation. But by setting harsh bail terms, they can say what they will be saying is we didn't keep him in jail unfairly, but we also made sure he can't cause trouble. Now, the passport, we they said that he should surrender. The passport surrendered, which is one of the bail condition of Simeon Ekpa. Without a passport, Ekpa cannot travel internationally, meaning no sudden trips to neighboring countries to hold rallies or invade trials, or to continue his trial in another country, or to seek courts section in another country. The passport surrender is also stops him from traveling to any country that might have weaker laws against political agitation. If in fact it effectively cage him inside Finland without actually locking him in a prison cell. So that is actually caging. How can you say someone is free and then he's only in Finland? He cannot. In fact, even in Finland, they are monitoring him with camera and everything. There's GSP. Is that not detention? Are you not in captivity that way? They are monitoring you everywhere you go. Your location, they are monitoring you. You cannot leave Finland, and then you surrender your passport and also come and denounce Biafra. That is very, very strict. Just if you're in prison cell, there's no even difference at all. I don't believe that Simon Ekpa will stoop too low to do this kind of thing. Nigerian government will laugh at Biafrans. Yes, now it will affect Biafra movement. And many people, many you will lose so many supporters. Yes, it will actually affect Biafra movement. So for the GSP monitoring, is a 24 hours watchdog. Hope you guys know. GSP tracking means authorities will know his location every minute of the day. They will know his location. If he steps into certain places like embassies, airports, or any meeting suspected to be politically sensitive, the system flags it. It's like wearing a virtual leash. You can move around, but you can't disappear unnoticed. That is what the GSP monitoring is all about. It's a 247 watchdog. Anywhere you go, they will know. In fact, they will know where you are in seconds. Is that not caging? Is that freedom? You cannot say you freed someone with this kind of terms. Then the other one of public renunciation is the hardest condition. The public renunciation, that renouncing Biafra activism is not just a legal condition, it's a public image bombshell. Do you know what that means? It's like asking a pastor to say, I no longer believe in the church, or asking a freedom fighter to say the cause is wrong. That is what they're telling Simon Ekpa to do. If he agrees, supporters might see it as betrayal, and critics might say, "We told you he wasn't serious." If you do this kind of thing, just so that Simon Ekpa is not serious with this Biafran agitation, he was just doing it for content. I'll put it that way. If he refuses, he stays in jail, but keep his loyalist reputation intact. If Simon Ekpa refuses this bail condition, he stays in jail, but then he keeps his loyalist reputation intact. Guys, there's no difference between this his freedom, because they say that if he accepts the bail condition, he'll be freed, and then if he doesn't accept, he'll be in jail. There's no difference. You cannot call that being free, because he's still caged. The story has gone global in Nigeria, in Finland, and in the Biafran diaspora. I actually watch it. Media outlets are framing it as a Monday decision deadline, meaning that by Monday, if he accepts it by Monday, he'll be freed. That public countdown creates tension and forces Ekpa into a corner. If he signs quickly, it looks like desperation. If he delays, people start questioning his next move. This bail terms is also about mental pressure. Yes, now the bail term is also take a look at the protests that happened. In case you have not watched, I'll be right back. This protest, they were protesting that they should release Simon Ekpa. Kanu has been in detention for over 5 years now, and he's still strong, even saying that no matter what, like he doesn't even care if they keep him here, because life is meaningless without freedom. And all of a sudden, the bail condition of Simon Ekpa is for him to denounce Biafra movement, making him to come out and make a public statement saying that he doesn't believe in Biafra movement again. People will see it as this man was not serious at first. So I believe that they should just continue protesting, taking due process, and him coming out to denounce, just like these people, they are protesting in Finland saying they should release him. Take a look.
All we are saying, free Simon Ekpa. Finland. All we are saying, free Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa has committed no crime. His crime is only for fighting for his people to be free. That is why we are telling you today, Finland, that we are here to tell you that Simon Ekpa is only fighting a just cause for his people. And that is why we are telling you to free him today. Free Simon Ekpa. All we are saying, 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 and we believe you can hear us. That is the reason why we are here today. We, the people of Biafra, the public government in exile, we are here to tell you that Simon Ekpa has committed no crime. He's only fighting a just cause, fighting for freedom of his people. That is only sin that he has committed. We are telling you today, please, Finland, free Simon Ekpa because he has committed no crime. We are saying, free Simon Ekpa.
Finland.
Oh, we are saying,
He has committed no crime.
free Simon Ekpa. All we are saying, free Simon Ekpa. Oh.
So, guys, you heard them saying, all we are saying is to what? Free Simon Ekpa. So, this was the protest that happened before they granted him bail condition, which was very strict. So, many are believing that, Simon Ekpa cannot do this kind of thing by coming out to denounce Biafra. People are believing that he will not do this kind of thing. Let's watch out and see the next move of Simon Ekpa. Will it bend to this, will it bend to this pressure and, denounce Biafra, or will he resist it and, still be in jail until the right thing is done? Because he has not committed any crime. Yes, Simon Ekpa has been in court for several times now, and then they have not yet convicted him of any crime. They called him a terrorist, and then they cannot even prove. The people that went, both the chief of defense staff and Tinubu, that yes, that congratulated Finland for arresting Simon Ekpa. Why is it they have not gone, to prove he's a terrorist? Yes, now they have not gone to prove he's a terrorist. All the people that came, because they used IPOB members, people that testified against Simon Ekpa are actually IPOB members, people that were eating in the same place with him. You can see the betrayal. But then none of them can still prove that Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. There is no direct evidence where Simon Ekpa was conducting violence, or there's not evidence like that. So why did they now give him this kind of strict condition, saying that he should denounce Biafra movements? If not, he'll still remain in detention. Let's see the next move of Simon Ekpa. Let's see if he's going to, agree to this bail condition and paint his name bad, because he's going to paint, if he accepts this bail condition, he's going to paint his name bad. These bail terms are also about mental pressure. The court is making him choose between personal comfort and political credibility. This is a classic government tactics. They want to use these tactics to weaken the leader's confidence, split his supporters, and make his movements doubt his commitment. So now, by giving him this kind of condition that he should denounce, this bail condition that he should denounce Biafra movement, this is a tactics by Nigerian government and Finland, just to weaken his confidence. Yes, now, to split his supporters, because once he agrees to this thing, he's gonna lose so many supporters who believed in him, and it's gonna make the movement doubt his commitment. People will see IPOB as unserious people, and it's going to affect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is truly fighting for Biafra. If he accepts this thing, he cracks, the movement may even fracture itself. The movement may fracture. If he resists, the government paints him a stubborn and dangerous person, just like the way they are addressing Kanu now. They say Kanu is very stubborn because they have given Kanu a president he refused, vice president he refused. All he wants is Biafra. So the way Kanu resisted is the same way we're expecting that Simon Ekpa will resist too, if he's truly committed to it. Kanu has sacrificed his freedom to be there, because if Kanu was not committed to Biafra agitation, he would have accepted to be a president or a vice president and betray his people. But then he's committed. This is why he rejected all these things. He has had many offers by Nigerian government, but he rejected all those things, saying that he wants Biafra. He said he's already dead. It's only Biafra that can revive him. He said it loud and clear in his old broadcast. He said life is meaningless without freedom. Many are pointing out that Boko Haram members have been captured, rehabilitated, and released back into the society, sometimes with money and house. Yet separatist leaders face strict bail terms abroad. This raises the question, why is separatist speech treated as more dangerous than actual terrorism? Why is it they're after their speech than people that carry gun and buy people? That debate will fuel anger in the Southeast, regardless of what Ekpa decides. Now, they should actually learn lessons from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 2017 bill. I hope you guys know that they granted Kanu bail in 2017. In 2017, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got bail conditions like not addressing rallies and not granting interviews. That was the bail condition. What happened? He partially obeyed. But tension with the Nigerian state returned, leading to his rearrest in 2021. Imagine the bail condition they gave him, but what happened? Kanu did not even obey it. That was why they rearrested him in 2021. The difference now is that Ekpa is in Finland, a country with far stricter enforcement. Breaking bail terms there will have immediate and serious consequences, unlike Nigeria here. If Ekpa accepts this bail condition and follow the terms, his trial will proceed in Finland, but under constant monitoring. If he violates them, he risks being jailed again or even facing extradition to Nigeria if diplomatic pressures succeed. This is one thing that, if once they bring Bassem Ekpa back to this Nigeria, it is finished. Either ways, the outcome will set a precedent for how other foreign-based activists are treated when their political activities cause unrest in their home countries. Now, this isn't just about one man, it's about the international reach of Nigeria's political disputes. If Finland succeeds in controlling his political speech without extradition, other countries might adopt the same strategy of activists in exile. It shows that modern political movements can be disrupted even when their leaders are thousands of kilometers away. Bail condition as a form of, they're just silencing him, is a punishment. You see, this bail condition of Simon Ekpa is a punishment. That one is not freedom. Even though bail is meant to be temporarily free or temporary freedom before trial, this particular condition of Simon Ekpa is like a sentence in disguise. The court is saying that we won't keep you in jail, but we will make your life so restricted that you might prefer jail itself. So it's better that Simon Ekpa even prefer jail than accepting this bail condition by denouncing Biafra. That is the worst. This tactics also allows them to control his actions without official convicting him yet. Somebody you have not convicted of any crime, nobody has said he's a terrorist, nobody has declared, there's no evidence that shows he's a terrorist. Even when people are calling him a terrorist, there's no evidence. Like, you can't even point out that you can actually wake up one morning. People can wake up one morning and point hands at someone. But the truth is that, where is your evidence that this person committed this crime? If there's no evidence, the person is free. Simon Ekpa, there's no credible evidence. Still, they went ahead giving him very strong and very strict jail bail condition that he should denounce Biafra, surrender his passport, and then they're going to be monitoring him, tracking him. That's house arrest. These tactics they are using is going to allow them to control his actions without officially convicting him yet. You have not convicted him, and look at the way you guys are already, look at the actions against him. This is going to affect his international communication. Both the public renunciation and the GSP monitoring could also mean his online activities are quietly monitored. If his social media posts are seen as political agitation, it could consider a bail violation. So in practical terms, even a tweet supporting Biafra could send him back to detention. Anything he posts at all that supports Biafra movement could send him back to detention if he agrees to this bail condition. Courts often set strict bail condition if they believe they already have strong evidence against the accused. That's one thing. You see, the court, they will set you on very strict bail terms if they have a strong evidence against the person they accused, or if they see that you're kind of guilty. So now, the truth is that, but there is no strong evidence. If there is, let me know under the comment section. There is no strong evidence. So why would they give him such a strict bail condition? This is tactics. The harsher the condition, the more it suggests that investigators believe the accused could repeat the offense or interfere with witnesses if free. So these bail terms could mean Finnish authorities think they have a solid case. There is no yet strong evidence. So why the strict bail condition? I'm actually against this Finnish court because there's no strong evidence that he's a terrorist. So why giving him strict bail condition as something like you're going to denounce Biafra movement? Does it make sense? It's like telling a pastor that I don't longer believe in the church again. Official extradition is long, messy process that involves political negotiation and human rights checks. Now, If Ekpa's movement is weakened in Biafra through bail restriction, Nigeria may no longer need to physically extradite him to silence him. The restriction alone could be enough. If Ekpa signs a renunciation statement, it's not just for public show, it becomes a legal evidence. People will not value Biafra movement. Anybody talking about Biafra will be like nothing, because imagine for a prime minister of Biafra come out because he wants to be freed. That means he's not even doing this thing with his whole heart. He doesn't want to pay the price. Just like Masman Khan is paying the price now, truly doing it for, for his people. If he renounced Biafra movement, if he makes a public statement saying that, he denounced Biafra, that he's no longer a Biafra, a prime minister, that is going to cost, that's like that is a legal evidence. It becomes, they will see this thing as an, they'll pick the point that Nigerian government will pick, they will have opportunity, they will not have something to hold on to. They will not start saying, imagine, I told you that this man was never serious. He's just playing politics. Can you imagine? Just to be freed, he actually accepted to denounce Biafra. Can you imagine? In future trial, prosecutors could argue, you yourself declared you were leaving the movement. Why did you later make statements supporting it? In future trials, if he denounced Biafra now and later come and say he wants to start supporting it, people, okay, if there's any trial tomorrow, in future trial, people will say you yourself declared leaving the movement. So why did you later make statements supporting it? This turns his own words into a weapon against him. So it is very dangerous for him to accept this bail condition. This is not a bail condition. This is more than, I would even prefer being jailed than accepting this kind of thing. If he accepts it, you know that he's not doing this thing with his heart. By making Ekpa's bail condition public, Finland and Nigeria sends a warning to other activists abroad. We can reach you even outside Nigeria. That is just it. Now, staying under house arrest or GPS monitoring often means the accused can't work normally. They cannot attend rallies or travel for speaking engagements. This could financially starve his political activities, cutting fundings for supporters and campaign. If Ekpa step back due to bail condition, rival figures in Biafra struggle could seize the opportunity to take control. You don't even have, I will not even, if Ekpa dare to come and denounce Biafra, I will not even have mind to come and be supporting Biafra here. And it will affect Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. People will say, imagine who we call prime minister just because he has been in detention for less than a year. Just to be freed, he's denouncing Biafra movements. But look at that, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that has been there for 6 years. People will not take him seriously. People will not take Biafran government seriously again. Governments will now see what to hold on to. This is a tactics. It is better they know that this is a tactics by Nigerian government and Finland just to weaken the system, to have something to hold on to. In Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's case now, they'll be like, look at your prime minister have denounced Biafra already. So this is what they want to use, the tactics they want to use so that they can hold on to something, because it is clear they don't have anything to hold on to. They said he's a terrorist. They don't even have evidence that he's a terrorist. But in Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's case and in Simon Ekpa's case, they now want to see, we are watching, we want to see the next move of Simon Ekpa, whether he accepts this bail condition or if he rejects it. And if he rejects it, any move he takes, I'll still come back here and update you guys what Simon Ekpa did in his court section. As they've already said that if he accepts this bail condition, by Monday, Simon Ekpa will be freed. Now, government knows, or they know that controlling the story is as important as controlling the person. If Ekpa accepts bail, Nigerian official may use headline like Biafran Prime Minister abandoned cause to demoralize his followers. It's going to be a strong headline. So I just pray that Simon Ekpa doesn't denounce Biafra movement. If Ekpa accepts this bail condition, it's going to be they will laugh at Biafra government. If he refuses bail, it shows that Simon Ekpa is a real prime minister. He's really put him and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is really, in supporting his people. Is really paying the price. Before you come out and say that you want to be prime minister, you want to be the leader of IPOP, you already know the price. You already know the price. Can already know the price. That is why he said that it's only Biafra that can revive him. So if they keep him in detention, he will say, "Oh, I actually accepted it. I'm setting this thing just to do this for my people. Just to do this for my people." I don't expect, even tomorrow, I don't even expect Simon Ekpa to denounce Biafra. If Ekpa signs, he loses political credibility but gains personal comfort. So now this is like him choosing between political credibility and personal comfort. If he signs this thing, that means he's losing political credibility and he gains personal comfort. If he refuses, he keeps credibility but remains in custody, possibly weakening his ability to lead. Either choice either choose either choice benefits the authorities because it forces him to sacrifice something valuable. What's that thing that is valuable? Biafra movement. These bail conditions are not just about the next few weeks. They could shape the next 1 to 2 years of Biafran struggle. I don't know if you understand. This bail condition of Masisi Ekpa is not about something that will happen. It's not about next few weeks. It's if he accept this thing, it is going to shape, no matter the choice no matter whether he denounce Biafra or whether he accept the bail condition or not, it will shape Biafra struggle for years. If he accepts it, people will not value Biafra movement. People will not even value Mazen and the Kanu. But if he doesn't accept it, it's in fact, I'll be very happy because he actually, he's actually resistant to, because this is tactics by Nigerian government. Imagine if he accept it, Nigerian government will laugh. All those people that are actually, trying to sabotage Biafran government, they will be laughing. The court isn't just restricting his movement, they are disarming him politically. By removing his ability to speak publicly on Biafra and controlling his location, they have taken away his two most powerful tools, voice and presence. So if do you know if Simon Ekpa actually accepts this bail condition, it's like, so why did he come out to even speak at first? Because for you to come out and speak the truth at first, the consequences that will come, that will follow. Because anybody that speaks the truth in Nigeria is actually an enemy to Nigeria government. So if you accept this thing by denouncing Biafra, so why did you now come out to speak at first? You would have just been silent. Yes, now. But if he accepts this thing, they have taken his most powerful tool, which is voice and presence. It's like taking the microphone from a singer and locking the stage door. That is what they will do if he accepts it. Bail monitoring isn't always just about location. It often comes with digital monitoring. Finnish security services could track not just his movements, but also who meets or who calls him, even his chats. That means his entire network could be mapped while he's out on bail. So is that one freedom? Let me know. It's not better you're jailed than all this thing is happening, or all this thing will happen. It's not better you're jailed. See, don't underestimate the quiet lobbying. Nigerian politicians, security chief, and even diplomats may have been pushing Finland to act. See, and I'm very sure that they might be pushing Finland to act. If Ekpa is silenced, they can claim to be addressing security in the southeast without admitting the internal policy failures. If he publicly renounces Biafra activism, that video or statement will be replayed endlessly by Nigerian state media. Hey, it's going to bring points. In fact, oh my God, if he accepts it, like make a video, because one of his bail conditions is for him to make a video denouncing or renouncing Biafra activism. That video will be played endlessly by Nigerian state media. it will bring more hate for Biafra. It will be used to demoralize pro-Biafra activists to say even your leader have abandoned you. So if he does this, I will not even have the mind to come and be supporting Biafra movements here. I'll be so ashamed and disappointed. It won't help Biafra movement. So you can see that this is a clear tactics. It's obvious. And this is a tactics by Nigerian government just to destroy the movement. We want to see if Kanu or if Simon Ekpa is going to be desperate for freedom and do this, agree to the terms. Separatists like Ekpa face global legal pressure. Nigerian politicians making hate, feuds, or incitement statements often face no consequences. You guys know that there are many Nigerian politicians that are actually making incitements, but then there's no consequences. But because of Kanu, Ekpa and Kanu, they said they made incitement, he did that. Now I want to play you this video. I'll play it for some minutes. Now take a look at what this man said about some people that are inciting people in Nigeria that they have not even gone after them. Is agitation a crime? Okay, I want to ask you. The journalist in this video was saying that, that agitation is not a crime, or self-determination is not a crime, but the way he was going about it, that it was inciting. What of other people that was inciting? What has happened to them? Take a look.
When the president calmed down, the reason and have a discussion with him. You have been having a discussion with bandits and the so-called repentant Boko Haram. Tell me the offense of Nandekal, because he's agitating for self-determination, which is his own constitutional fundamental rights granted to him by the constitution and the law.
Well, the government's anger is not because of the agitation, because they know that everyone has a right to agitate. But they said the way he was going about it, and then people were being incited. Well, that's even not what I'm
What of the wife of the president incited people during the election? The wife of the president, he incited people that Igbo should go. What of the one of Lagos said that Igbo should go and fall into lagoon? What of those that came out and said that Igbos will not vote? If you are not voting for APC, you will not vote. What happened to them? Has anybody been arrested? That Nnamdi Kanu said something, then you now term that thing he said as is a terrorist, is a crime of terrorism. You charge him for terrorism. His own lawful organization that is registered in almost all the whole countries in America and Europe and Asia, and you now came to Nigeria, you term it a terrorist organization. Now you are now saying that now that IPOB is being recognized in almost all the whole countries in America and Europe. So you are now saying that America, France, Germany, they are recognizing a terrorist organization because you don't want anybody to agitate. You want to suppress anybody. If you talk, kill him, suppress him, jail him. In a country that is predicated on constitutional governance, it cannot work like that.
Okay, let's get back to the ministerial nomination of Bianca Ojukwu, because you said he took away one from Anambra and brought in another. But remember that the president took away the minister based on the KPI results that came out, which he was not even the one, that did the evaluation. It was the result given to him with which he did that, meaning that if actually the minister had performed, above board in the KPI, they wouldn't have had any reason to remove her rather.
Now, still on that ministerial list, we have 48 of them, am I right? And we have 36 states in this country, including FCT 37. So, apart from Southeast, that have only 5, every other region have more than 6, apart from Southeast. Now, check since 1999, we have been having series of presidents. Let's use what is going on now. The president is from where? Vice is from where? Speaker is from where? Senate President is from where? CJN is from where? Court of Appeal President is from where? National Industrial Court President is from where? Chief Judge of Federal High Court is from where? And they are saying that the people of Southeast belongs to this country.
The chief of
are you sure you're not? I mean, it's just like what I said too. I mean, isn't it time we started to be less sentimental about this diversity?
We have to apply it now. We are saying that the only people that are qualified to hold all this position, nobody from South is qualified. On what basis?
Are you sure that
but the chief of naval staff is from the Southeast?
Huh?
The chief of naval staff?
From where? I'm talking about the key position.
So
number 1 person, number 2 person, number 3 person, number 4 person, number 5 person. The key position. We have 3 arms of government: the executive, the judiciary, and the parliament. You can never see anybody from Southeast there. Now, the point we are talking about is that I'm not even talking about, I'm in court about lopsided appointments.
Okay.
I can avail that my process because I did an intensive research in that process. File it, asking court to view whether this particular appointment, whether this particular government is in line with Federal Character Establishment Act, an act of National Assembly that said that you should carry everybody along. Section 14 of the Constitution also said that you should carry everybody along. And they are not doing all these things. You are telling me that, yes, now that you have removed Kennedy Handele and they are now brought in Jan Kojuku, that the people of Southeast will jubilate. Are you talking to idiots? Look at the people that you are talking about. Check, let me start with the sports. In football, the people that have made Nigeria proud are the people of Southeast. In commerce, in aviation industry, name it. In academics, they are from people of Southeast. But when it comes to power, they are not qualified. And we want them to be happy. Listen, let me tell you, like today that is Monday, go to Southeast. And my annoyance is that these things are avoidable for Christ's sake. They won at Niger. They listen and the Kalu. Let us start addressing this issue. This early morning, somebody sent me a clip, something they posted. That they said from, I think they said next week, or the next 2 weeks, that there will be nothing like federal courts in the whole of Southeast. What do I mean by federal courts? Federal courts, National Industrial Court is a federal court. Federal High Court is a federal court. Court of Appeal is a federal court. Now, the people the judges that are there, most of them are not Igbos. Majority of them are not Igbos. How should you risk somebody to go and preside in the Court of Appeal over the judicial?
So guys, if you check, this case is similar with, in fact, Simon Ekpa's case is similar with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, because they really said they call them terrorists. Till dates, they have not. I'm actually very angry, and I'm actually surprised of his bail condition. Somebody that you have not yet convicted, he's not convicted to any crime. You're already giving him strict, because before any courts can give you a strict bail condition, they must be, they must have like. They might be having strong evidence that you committed a crime. But here in Simon Ekpa's case, there is no any evidence that he committed a crime. There is not any credible evidence. Even the ones that have come in to testify against him, none of them has brought any evidence that can hold water or that can say that Kanu or Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. So why then giving him a strict bail condition? Why will you tell him to come and denounce Biafra activism for what? You can see the tactics Nigerian government and Finland wants to, do. You can see the tactics. So if he denounces it, is a problem. By the way, it's actually their right to agitate. They say, okay, the government is not, actually, they don't have a problem about agitation or self-determination. The problem is the way they are going about it. How are they going about it? There used to be peaceful protest. It's even Nigerian government that will fire arms at protesters. The peaceful protest that Kanu was coming out to talk. Is that the thing? Simon Ekpa will only put it at home, others in the southeast. And then you'll be seeing unrest. That unrest, these are, violent group. That is not IPOB. They might be sit at home they might put sit at home in the southeast now. Then you will see group of bad people coming out. Anybody they see, they buy. You can actually say it's IPOB because you've not made your investigation. And for so many months now, Simon Ekpa has been in detention. All the people that have come to testify saying he's a terrorist, that he has been causing unrest in the southeast. Where is the evidence? There is no evidence. So why will you give him a strict condition to come and denounce Biafra movement? So I just, in fact, I don't even believe that Simon Ekpa is going to denounce Biafra, because if he does that, it's going to weaken IPOB movement. It's going to, in fact, they're going to make it a headline. The terrorism happening in Nigeria, government, the headsmen killing the Fulani terrorists spying Christians. That one will not make headline, but once this thing happens, come and see. The whole world will talk about it. So guys, if I've come to the end of this live session, do what to hit that subscribe button, like and share this video. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, guys, so that you don't miss out on any headline. We are going to watch the next move of Simon Ekpa. We're going to watch if he will denounce Biafra or not. Let's see if he's going to, because of being free, let's see if he denounce Biafra. For me, I'll prefer being jailed than to denounce Biafra movement. If he does that, that means, he's not doing this thing with his heart. It's just camouflage or for content's sake. So let me know what you're thinking, what you think about under the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.